Worship. Worship. Is that what we're meant to say?
What?
Is that what we're meant to say? Worship?
Yeah, worship.
Excellent.
No, say it like your proper Southwest. Worship.
Worship.
Worship. Yeah, worship.
The following podcast is recommended for mature audiences only. The following podcast is recommended for adults only. Maturity is not a requirement.
Hello and welcome to episode, I don't know what episode number this is. We're so excited. Episode like 83, I think. It's got to be 83. Of Dear Download. A podcast about download... a podcast about download... Fuck's sake. A podcast about Download Festival, music and the industry, and all other aspects related to rock and heavy metal. This episode is all about Download Festival. Yesterday we got the first announcement for Download 2025. And this is the first time we've spoken about it. This is, Simon was worshipping the YouTube gods immediately. And so I had to wait for
more
him
like
to finish
sucking the YouTube gods, you mean, not worshipping. Sucking every one of them.
Sucking, yes. As always, no, I am Adam. And as always, I'm here with Simon. How you doing, my man?
Hello, good day to you, sir. How are you?
Good. I'm very good, thank you. And just a reminder, I didn't actually tell you this beforehand, but just to remind both of us that this ain't getting edited. This is going out.
Is this just going straight?
As soon as possible. So no fuck ups, please.
Okay. All
right. No more fuck up. After I've already fucked up several times. I want to get this out as quick as possible. What's that?
Sorry, there's a screwdriver on my side. I just picked it up. Don't fuck up, boy. All right.
Cool. No more. This is going out unedited.
Yeah.
I always say that, and I always end up editing it.
I was going to say it's brave for this show. That is. Woo.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got the download announcement.
We did.
Yeah.
It was. Do you know what? It was actually quite refreshing because I tried not to look at anything, but as far as I'm aware, the only leak that came out that was a real leak of this was literally about 10 minutes before the actual poster came out because the band accidentally leaked it. So this is the closest. Yeah, this is the closest we've got to a leak-free actual surprise. Wow, who's playing this festival? Because there was a million Reddit posters out there that were quite close, to be fair. Some of them, like, fair play to them, some good guesses.
Yeah,
but also,
and they looked good.
You know, they looked good. But if you looked into deeper detail, you could sort of tell that they weren't that good. But yeah, so that's why in my video I was so blown away by what was happening because that was a general reaction to I haven't looked at anything. There's been no leak like a few days before, so I haven't had to look. That was just like I'm just going to have a look, and it was cool.
Yeah, like you just said, I think last year it leaked around 4 p.m. and at that point I was like, should I look at it? Should I not? And I ended up looking at it early. Only 45 minutes before, I was like, no, okay, I'm not looking at this. I'm waiting, and it felt so good. It felt so good to look at it, and it felt like Christmas. It was like butterflies.
Yeah. It reminded me of what it used to be like when there were no leaks. And we would get the download post and we'd be like, oh, wow, okay, this is who we're getting this year. You'd hear rumours and stuff like you always would, but no one would actually have a leaked poster. Or if it was a leaked poster, back then no one would have known it was an actual leaked poster. So, no one would have known. So, yeah, it definitely brought back some old excitement for download, which was nice. Yeah,
and you sent me a message, and I wasn't going to bring this up, but you did also say it in your YouTube as well that you messaged me and said, look, I'm not that excited, but I wanted to bring it up because I wonder if it was because we had so many of those posters, and you were just fed up of seeing them. I just want to see the real thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I genuinely, I was not psyched at I would have thought that my reaction, I would have to put my reaction on, and I don't do that in YouTube videos, but I thought I would really have to get myself pumped and pump myself up because I was so unexcited by even just the thought of this announcement. I was like, eh. Do you know why? Probably because Bloodstock was so good. I was just like, like I was so high off of that. I was just like, whatever. Like, I'm gonna go to download anyway. Why do I really care who's playing? Because I know I'm gonna go. So what's the difference? It could be anyone. It could be 3 headliners I absolutely hate. I'm still going to go. So what's the difference? So I don't know. I was just thinking I had a very lethargic sort of way of thinking about it. But then when I saw the lineup and I had that excitement back about, oh my God, I'm seeing who's playing right now. I did a complete reversal 180 on what I was thinking. And I was buzzing, absolutely buzzing for it. So
yeah, me too. The hour leading up to it, I was really buzzing. And I need to apologize to Vicky here as well. So I jumped into Stu's Discord and into the voice chat, and Vicky was in there. This was about 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. She couldn't really hear what I was saying, but then they released that video, didn't they? They released a video. I was watching the video, and I was sort of talking a little bit while the video was on, and then she left to go on her computer because she couldn't really hear me, and then I left and got involved in conversations on Discord, like in the text channels, and I never went back. So I'm sorry, Vicky. I never came back to you. I'll buy you a beer at Download this year. But yeah, I was just sat on Discord chatting all night. Like, it was so cool, and like everyone was so active. It was really, really, really cool. Yeah, it was just, I hadn't, even since we've been doing this, I haven't felt the excitement for the lineup like that.
Yeah, same. Yeah, just it was instant. Like, oh my God, I'm at 100 already. Like, wow, what's happening? Oh my God. As soon as I saw a few names, I was like, oh, okay, they gone done it. Done it. And it was just all exciting. Although I've been talking to Stu and a couple of people and that, and I think it's weird how I, obviously on the video, on my video, have really only been receiving very positive, and I mean very positive for download feedback on this lineup. Like, legitimately, I think 99% of the comments I've got have all been very positive. But other people are saying that it's the complete opposite, and other people have been seeing. I've only really seen very positive takes on this lineup, whereas other people are saying the opposite.
You mean
YouTube and Facebook, like TikTok, wherever. I've just seen everyone being quite upbeat, and that's really weird. But then I've spoken to other people that have been
I've
like,
seen a lot of negativity around it.
Vicky said to me last night, I said, what do you, because I was in here doing the video, and then I went in, I said, what do you think, babe? She said, yeah, it looks great. She goes, but everyone else hates it. And I went, really? She goes, yeah, on the Facebook everyone's just complaining about it as normal. So I didn't look at any of that at the time. And obviously it's a download announcement, which means it don't matter who you book. You could book the greatest stack of you could get every single band, put them on there, and someone will complain about it. I'm telling you right now, it's download. It's going to happen. So I'm not surprised, but I'm very positive about it, and everything I've seen from people that I interact with is very positive about it. I don't know what the same for you or.
Yeah, I'm fairly positive about it. I have some gripes, I think is probably the right word to use here. But we'll get into that. Let's start with the headliners and then go from the bottom of the poster up again.
Really?
Yes, I want to start with the headliners.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
all
worship.
Let's not get there yet. Wait.
Okay.
You don't want to go. You don't want to go top. You don't want to go bottom to top. You want to go headliners first.
I want to go bottom to top, but headliners first. Yes.
Okay. That's half the listeners gone. But all right.
All right.
Let's
fine.
Go for it.
Fine. We'll do it your way.
Fine. No.
Fine. We'll do it your way.
No.
Bottom to top.
Do it your way. This is your show. I'm just the guy.
Windhouse. Windrose, not Windrose. Wind.
Did you really want to do?
What was it?
Did you really want to do headliners first? Seriously, we'll do headliners first.
Damn it. It's annoying me. I tried to be clever then and be like, right, fine. Bottom to top, without looking. I know the name.
You're right with the wind bit. It's
I
just
know.
The bit.
Wind House.
Oh, so close. It is Wind H.
There's another band with the second part of the. Just tell me. The listeners probably don't care about this bit.
Wind Hand. You were very close with Wind House.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what?
Yeah.
So I actually started listening to these bands last night already. because my we had a lot of people in the Discord as well, rating it and everything. Some people hate it, some people love it. Not necessarily in the Discord, but generally. And I'm like, I've only heard of about 30% of the bands, if that. I'm not gonna judge because until I've listened to all the bands. I can't judge it on that. Because as we've seen in the last few years, the undercard has been amazing recently.
Definitely. Yeah, it's I think for the last, forget 2023, because that was just that we can't compare 2023 to anything. But 2022 and 2024, the strongest parts of the festival has been the undercard, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah. So I'm like, so I was loving it. I think I only listened to about 8 bands, because it was already quite late. But some of them were good, some of them were bad. But I am going to listen to all of these bands early now. Make my mind up.
Definitely. That's good. I like that, because then you can make sort of an early decision, and you can get in early doors as well. If there's a band that you really like, you can get in there and go, oh, I'm just going to check these guys out, learn everything, and then come download time, you'll be at the gig singing all the songs. Yeah.
And one thing I asked last night in the Discord as well, actually. So we had, I'm wearing a shirt, we had Anti-Saint in 2023, who we obsessed over, and the rest of the Discord obsessed over. This year, we had Defects. You weren't as keen on them, but everybody else in the Discord, including me, loved them. So who is going to be our Anti-Saint Defects?
Who's going to be
this one?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I'm
looking forward to finding out who they are. I've had a couple of suggestions. There's one band that I've heard that I really, really like so far. I'll actually go through what I've written down. It's pretty much what we would do when we talk about all the bands. So I've written down a little bit, not too much, but yeah. You'll have a taster of what's to come, and we'll do all of the bands before download.
I like this.
Just before download.
I like this.
Cool. Actually, I need to find it. I need to find it then. Talk about it, don't I?
Find it.
Oh, excuse me. Come on, Firefox. Not very good. Not good. Very good preparation for an unedited podcast, is it?
No, you can't leave this bit in. That's as Danny DeVito would say, dead air. You can't have no dead air on a podcast.
Oh, yeah, you just truncate silence. Truncate silence. All I do. What's it called? Noise reduction. Truncate silence. Perfect. Done. Job done. Now I need to find.
And turn Simon down.
Pardon?
I've noticed on the last few podcasts, I'm just getting quieter and quieter and quieter.
Last episode we had the
You're
problem.
not going to be able to fucking hear me soon. I might as well not be here. I'll be in the background just going.
Well, last episode, Rob didn't send me his audio, so I had to use the audio that I recorded my end, and I couldn't adjust our personal levels.
Okay.
So
I'll allow it.
You'll allow it. Good. Being a fantastic editor that I am, I've managed it somehow.
Good.
Don't get any thanks, do we?
No.
Okay, Windhand. From the bottom of the poster, Windhand. My personal opinion on a few of these bands, and then we'll go up. We'll go up a little bit.
Okay.
Windhand. Nah. Airy, doomy, and belongs in the 80s.
Okay. Was that a joke about wind in there?
No, just the vocals very airy.
Okay.
The next one's
I want
also.
to hear what these airy vocals sound like. I can't wait.
The next one is slow, also doomy, and airy, but everything said in their write-up is correct, and it draws you in somehow. Oh, they're a band called Vowels with 2 W's.
Vowels.
I'm gonna read that a little bit. It's not too long. Vowels are an Australian music and multidisciplinary duo, Riz and Matt, based in Los Angeles. They have been described as death pop. They sound like death pop. Existential angst and longing, feeding on a diet of popular culture, cinema and advertising, nostalgia for something that never happened. They exist at an intersection of hidden emotions, melancholic but not sad, reflective but not hopeful, and fun without being the slightest bit aware of it. Vows holds a fun house mirror up to a fractured world and shows us what beauty remains in the cracks.
Yeah, okay, that's nice.
I didn't read all of that last night, actually, but there was something else. Anyway. I was not interested in the slightest, but yeah, like I said, somehow it kept me listening. It was just like, it drew me in. It wasn't too much different to Windhand, I thought.
Okay.
But there's something powerful about it.
Nice.
Yeah. And the next one going up is Vower. Elements of avant-garde. Starts off very emotional. He sounds like a worship guy. Last year, everyone was a Bring Me the Horizon band. This year, are they all Sleep Token bands? Like rip-offs? Because they sounded a bit like them. Like, a little bit. And I'm wondering if that's a thing.
Well, Sleep Token stole all of the stuff from Deftones, so it's just people stealing from people constantly.
Yeah.
It's like Sleep Token. You know, there's that meme of Mr. Bean when he's looking at that guy's homework.
Yeah.
And he's like that. It's just like Sleep Token copying everything from Deftones, and now it's just every other band copying everything from Sleep Token. And you could do the same for Bring Me the Horizon, just like every band looking at Bring Me the Horizon's homework and just, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all rock and metal is now. It's just copying people. Just do that, and you'll just pick a band that's really big at the moment, copy them. In a year's time, you'll be huge.
Cool.
No problem.
So what is your band?
That's the secret.
Who's your band copying?
Fuck, I don't know. Don't even know if we're good enough to copy any of these bands.
All right. What's next?
Bunch of wasters.
I might edit some of this a little bit. Not all of it. Venus Girls. Fuck off. Straight away, 80s vocal style, 80s punk sounding guitar, 2010s pop chorus, and we're back to alt pop.
Okay.
Unprocessed. Polyphia. Again, very airy with slow parts, making me think bands are seeing music as more of an art form than before. It's always been an art form, but most have been about writing the best songs they can. These guys are taking it a step further. I could get into it, I think. Just really slow bits, but like you can tell they're really thinking about like the odd notes they put in everywhere. You know, it's very, very well written. I think they're probably very intelligent artists, musicians.
Nice,
cool.
You missed a good band. When we going up, we're not going back, are we?
What did I miss?
We missed Vola, who are one of my favourite bands.
Are they right at the bottom?
Yeah.
Are they the bottom one? How did I miss
begin
Vola?
with V.
I know. Are they the second bit or the bottom bit?
Bottom bit.
Oh, I missed them then. Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah. I've never seen Vola live, and I've been a Vola fan since like 2017, 16, 17.
Yeah.
Since their like first album. I am absolutely pumped, man. They are an incredible band. And they're from your neck of the woods as well.
Yeah.
From the fjords somewhere. And they just done a song with Andres from In Flames as well for their new album. It's cool. Absolutely incredible.
I need to listen to the album. Yeah, I do.
They're a great band. Yeah, really techie, proggy. Singer's got an absolutely incredible falsetto voice, heavy, drowning in synths. Oh, they're just that band. Every album is just incredible. Like they were on my wish list. They were on my wish list of bands. They weren't even on the bands I was predicting. They were on my I fucking really want this band to playlist. Yeah. And they're on there. I was absolutely blown away. So that will be a band 100% I will not be missing at this festival. That is for goddamn sure.
Cool. Yeah, I think I did listen to them because of you at one point. I liked it. I didn't hate it. Might have been something about them that wasn't like makes me do what I do with most Swedish bands. But I'd listen to it again. I'll see what it's like. See what I think again.
Yeah, you should do it. They are very, very good. Especially the new song featuring Andres from In Flames. It's really good.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'll give it a go. Where did we get to? I did Venus Girls. Unprocessed. And I think I've literally only got about 5 or 6 more. So I'm not going to be doing this too much of this. Unprocessed. Polyphia, again, very airy, slow parts. I've already done them.
You've just said this.
Yes, I just said this. Underside.
Guys, this guy's gone crazy.
I have gone crazy. Underside. Just rap, and not the good stuff, or popular. 1,766 monthly listeners currently. It's just rap. It's just a rapper. It's just a rapper.
Okay, that's cool.
Trophy Eyes, sad song. Oh yeah, all their write-up was sad songs disguised as happy songs. And I'm pretty sure that's just indie, or is that Biffy? I've heard that saying before.
Oh really?
Yeah, It's either indie or Biffy Clyro. They're not wrong,
Okay.
but also it gives me like Alkaline Trio vibes for them a little
Oh,
bit.
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Teen Mortgage. I'm going to share my screen here because you need
Okay.
to see this.
Let's do
And
it.
I'll put this on the thing. Screen share. This guy. Go live. Right. This guy with the beard.
Yeah.
I've written. This guy looks like he writes good music because he does. Let's see. No, he doesn't. That's all I've written for them.
You weren't a fan then?
No, I can't remember what type of music it was. Anyway, got a couple more, not many. Silosis, the most Swedish band on lineup so far, from Reading. Svalbard,
Yeah.
more Swedish than Silosis, from Bristol. And Survive Said the Prophet. You picked up on their name on your video, didn't you? Survive Said the Prophet.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good.
Nice.
They are Polyphia in some parts, meets NSYNC, similar to Dead by April. There's also there's a pop punk band mixed in there that they remind me of with like some of the vocal melodies, but I could not put my finger on who it was, and it was annoying me.
Oh.
But a fantastic band. I ended up listening to about six songs of theirs. They might be the next Anti-Saint / Defects.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, Japanese band. Did I say they're band in there? I think they're Japanese, I believe. Two of them, very good. My kind of stuff.
Nice.
That's all I have written down.
Okay. That's good. You got through quite a few of the early ones. That's
Yeah.
good. I like it.
Yeah,
Well done, dude.
thank you.
Well done. That's quick as well. It only came out last night and you were already listening to the bands. So
Yeah,
well done to you, sir.
thank you.
I take my hat off to you, sir.
Thank you. Should we go up the poster from there?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a few next I want to mention. Obviously, Static Dress, a mainstay of British festivals. They seem to play every year at all festivals. But they're just a great band and a really great live band as well. So that's a tick for me. And the next one as well, Split Chain, who I have been listening to quite a bit. A lot of their songs got recommended to me from listening to bands like Static Dress, Teenage Wrist, and stuff like that. So I have liked a lot of their stuff as well. So I'll try and get into more, and it might be a band that is on my list. There's another band on here called Sim. Is that horrific Japanese band that I absolutely hated?
Yep.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. But they were bloody awful.
Yeah.
God, that was bad. So yeah, they've got booked again. Don't know who's doing that, but yeah, they're back on there.
Scratch.
Oh, the Scratch. Oh, Jesus. One of the best things I've seen at Download for a long, long time as well on the small stage. That was bloody fantastic. And it made me into a huge fan. So, again, just going to Download and watching a band you don't know
Yeah.
still works to get you into the band, because in 2023, I had no idea who they were, got taken, and now I absolutely, I've loved them ever since. So, no, sorry, 22, not 23. 2022, I think. Yeah, 2022. So,
Yeah.
and I'm very excited. Their last album was absolutely incredible. So I can't wait to hear some of those songs live. Anyone else on there that's standing out to you or you want to talk about?
Yeah, Orbit Culture. They played a couple of years ago, I believe. Played in the Dogtooth stage, and they were quite good. I haven't listened to much of their stuff since. But yeah, I enjoyed them. Novelists is one that has been recommended that should be the next Anti-Saint and or Defects.
Oh, okay. Novelists.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll listen to them, definitely.
Nice. Let's see what these guys are pumping out.
Loathe.
Yeah. Loathe is another huge one for me. Always great live. They supported Korn at Gunnersbury as well, which was another great performance.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will have some new material by then, because they're still riding high on that album that they brought out quite a while ago now. It was 2021. 2021 or 2020? God, it was a long time ago. So it'd be nice to hear some new stuff from them, like a whole album's worth of stuff, and for them to play it would be fantastic. But yeah, I'm pumped about Loathe. That's just another big tick for me.
Cool. Was there any more? Kitty.
Yeah, Kitty. I heard someone told me literally the other day that they were back together, so I wasn't expecting them to be booked on Download. So
No,
that's pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. They're old school. They're awesome. And yeah, I will probably go and check them out if no one else is playing that I really want to see at the time.
Cool. Next one, we've never really spoken about this person, but they are becoming pretty big. Kim Dracula.
Kim Dracula.
Yeah.
Why does that ring a bell?
There was a song with Jonathan Davis. I think one of the first songs they put out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have no recollection of that. I've seen the name and heard of, but I could not tell you what they sound like.
Yeah. If my memory is correct, I think they're from Australia. And they sort of blew up through TikTok kind of stuff. But even further than that, they've been getting pretty big for the last year or so, as far as I'm aware.
Okay, nice.
On a lot of festivals. So, yeah, you might like it, you might not.
Okay, well, I mean, I will eventually check out all these bands. So
yeah. Is there any more? Graphic Nature, is that one that a lot of people have talked about recently?
Have heard their name mentioned a lot.
Yeah.
Don't know them personally. I have a feeling it's really heavy, or I'm thinking of someone else. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember. We did listen to them because they did play in 2023 again, I think, or 2022.
Oh, there you go.
I can't remember. They have played recently. Gore, never heard of them.
Good band name though.
Yeah, yeah. Fit for an Autopsy are a big popular band. I don't really know much of their stuff either.
Yeah, really great metal band. Really good. Yeah, I watched them at Bloodstock year before last. Very good. Got a couple of songs that I really, really like as well. So kind of on deathcore-y sometimes, other times not, sometimes metal, but a good band.
Okay.
A lot of the metalers will be like sick.
Yeah. Then going up from there, no. I don't think it's anybody. Anal Nathrak.
Anal Nathrak.
Yeah. A friend of mine is a massive fan of them. I've never listened to them, but I will.
Okay.
I think they're pretty heavy.
Sounds good.
As far as I'm aware. I don't know. I always get confused. So it was Mike, who's one of our Mike Ferris, who's one of our Patreons. But he was always into both Anal Nathrak and Agoraphobic Nosebleed. And so I just put those two together all the time now. I don't know why.
Nice.
But yeah, I just assume they're in with those really, really heavy Black & Decker bands.
Sounds heavy. So yeah.
Cool. Any more on that bottom row?
No. That's about it, really. I think some people will be excited that Filter are there because that's old school. But
okay.
Apart from that, obviously eventually I will check out all these bands and everything. But yeah, I've seen a lot of those names before. But for me, there are a lot of good bands in there. So I'm actually really happy with... That's one of the things I was most disappointed about this year, 2024. That list of bands on the original announcement, I was like, there is nothing in there for me.
Yeah.
And on our listens, there was only a few bands that I actually really genuinely liked. So I'm quite happy that on the lower undercard, there's a lot more for me.
Yeah.
So very happy about that.
Well, then going up to the next row, we have, I might as well go through all of these because I've heard of most of them. You probably know a bit more than I do about some of them. Whitechapel.
Yeah, I watched them at Bloodstock last year. I wasn't that impressed, if I'm honest.
No?
Not for me. Everyone around me seemed to like it. I was bored as hell. Everyone I was with seemed to really like them, but I was just like, this is boring for me. But yeah I watched them anyway. But hey ho.
Fair enough. Turbonegro.
Yeah, I mean, they're not my cup of tea, but people banged on about this band for years and years and years and years. So
yeah,
I bet a lot of people will be pretty excited about that they're on the line. I couldn't tell you the last time they played. They definitely played Download a few times before, but yeah, I know that will draw in quite a big crowd depending on what stage they're on.
Yeah.
Can I just say as well, just quickly, this was pointed out to me. Do you know what sets this Download apart from a lot of previous ones?
Turquoise.
There really is not a lot of pop punk on this poster.
No.
It's very thin on pop punk.
It's also very...
Which for me,
sorry.
I'm fine with.
Yeah.
But, Download has come to have the sort of Avalanche stage, which has almost become the pop punk new bandy stage. But yeah, the whole thing's just set up very differently to the last 4 or 5 Downloads, I want to say. So I just thought that was pointed out to me. Can't remember who by, but I totally agree. There is it's definitely aimed more towards alternative and metal this year than it is towards that. I think that's because looking at that Slam Dunk lineup, they've got the whole monopoly this year on pop punk bands.
Yeah, true.
Because that lineup is absolutely stacked if you're a fan of that kind of music.
Yeah.
So I feel like
really
Download's just gone.
Slam
So
Dunk
Download
lineup.
has just gone. We're not even going to go in that direction this time. We're just only going to book alternative and metal bands, which seems to be really good. I thought I would point that out.
Yeah. Well, I've seen people point out as well. There's no. Well, someone said. I think it was in Discord as well. Actually, there's no legacy bands on here either. My opinion on that was I think a lot of these bands in the second tier are going more of the legacy band way. We'll get to that when we get there. But a lot of those bands haven't put out much for a while, or not anything noteworthy for a while. I
mean, there are some older bands in there, obviously, like Meshuggah, you're talking late 80s, early 90s. Cradle of Filth, you're talking early 90s. Couple of them, obviously Sex Pistols, and obviously, but I mean, like, yeah, you're not. None of these bands are like going back further than the 90s, which is
no. There's
no 80s, or there might be a few that sort of creep into it, but they really have gone. Let's try and get everything within a certain time. I don't think they've tried. It's just so happened that everything's coming within a certain time period.
Yeah.
So,
but when was the last time The Darkness put any music out?
Oh, the last album came out in like 2021.
No, it didn't. What do you mean? What do you mean they're still putting? I thought they stopped putting music out and just.
No, that album's great. What album was that? It was really good. Their last one was great. I really enjoyed it.
Silly me. Maybe I'm getting mixed up with somebody else. I thought for some reason I just thought they put like 2 albums out and then haven't released any more new music and just been playing shows.
What was the last album called? It was wicked.
Okay, my apologies. This is why we're doing it together and it's not just me.
Yeah, 2021. Yeah, Motorheart.
Okay.
Yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed that one. I've really enjoyed loads of albums, actually. What other one did I really enjoy? I liked Hot Cakes as well. Yeah, Darkness have got, I'd say 4 solid albums.
I wasn't trying to diss them. I genuinely thought they stopped putting new music out like 15 years ago or something stupid.
No, they did not.
Okay. I'll have a go at somebody else next time and see if that works. Let's go back down to the bottom underneath again.
He's just attacking bands now. Like, you haven't really. What? They're not System of a Down, mate. All right, they've released music since 2005.
Okay, okay, we'll get to that. We'll have a chat about that. We'll get to it.
Okay.
Starset was next on the undercard underneath.
Yeah. I don't know anything about them.
I don't know much. I think I've listened to a couple of songs. And I think I quite liked it. What I heard, I can't even put my finger on what style of music they are at the minute, though. But you might remember a long time ago now. I put the question out there of like, because you get all these like folk metal bands and Viking metal bands, and I was like, has there ever been a band that have done only sci-fi stuff? Loads of fantasy. And someone said they only do sci-fi stuff.
Oh, okay.
But then I've learned since that Coheed and Cambria is all about his sci-fi world that he's created in his head or something. All their albums are about this one sci-fi world or story.
I never knew that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I only know that one Coheed and Cambria song that got big, like 2005.
Okay.
That is literally all I know about that band.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember that, so it can't be that big because I can't remember it. The one that goes twiddly tiddly dee, twiddly twiddly da, and he sings really high.
Was it The Calling or something? The Unforgiven or the Uncalling?
Oh my god, we are here for the bants today, people.
Yes.
We are not even. We're just. This just seems like a fuck around this one. Welcome Home.
Welcome Home.
That's the only Coheed and Cambria song I think I've ever seen. I think I saw them at Download in like 2006, and I was like, "This is good," and I just never listened to them again.
Yeah, they're strange. I kind of like their sound, and I've tried listening to them probably a few times now, and I've gone back to an album or something or a couple of albums, and I just couldn't really get into it. Whether I wasn't in the right mood at the time or something, I don't know.
Yeah,
I could give them another try because, like I said, usually it's a band's sound that will put me off or draw me in straight away. I'm sure that's the same for a lot of people. I did like their sound. Anyway,
I think they're headlining Arctangent.
Yeah, they haven't been announced so let's stop talking about them. Poppy.
All right. Yeah, Poppy. I wish you could cut the top off that.
I know you
so it
like
was
Puppy, don't you? Yeah.
And that would be even better. But yeah.
Polaris. I kept getting mixed up with Polaris and Polyphia last year. I don't know much about Polaris. I didn't know much about Polyphia to start with.
Well, I bunched Polaris and North Lane together because I do know people that like those two bands, and they're like, I don't know, I think they're both sort of modern metalcore stuff.
Okay. North Lane does sound like a band
Yeah.
that would sound like Bring Me the Horizon, maybe.
Yeah, but it's not that kind of. It's more the metalcore that came from the Kill Switch, but then they just made it modern.
Okay.
It's that kind of metalcore more than the Bring Me poppy stuff.
Right.
Yeah, because
okay.
my friend Harry's like the biggest North Lane fan ever.
Right.
He's got like signed fucking records and all that sort of shit. So yeah.
Cool.
So I know he'll be happy about, and I know he likes Polaris as well. So Polaris and North Lane, I might even manage to get Harry there next year for those two. He'll be a very happy boy.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
yeah. So if you like if you like modern metalcore, those two have pretty much got you covered.
Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking them out as well. Then I'm pretty sure I have listened to North Lane once or twice. Can't remember. That was a long time ago. Meshuggah. I don't know much about Meshuggah apart from are they brutal? Are they like brutally heavy?
Oh yeah, they're the original, pretty much, along with a handful of bands. The original Gents, the original Genters,
Okay.
the original down tune. Let's play really weird time signatures, par muted, and make everything sound like hell.
Right.
Yeah, they're good. Like I watched them. I didn't watch all of them. I watched, I'd say, a quarter of their set at Bloodstock. For the first 5 minutes, I was very thrilled. Waited for them to play my favourite song, then got a bit bored and then left. So, but it's crazy that they headlined Bloodstock and then they're all the way down here on a download poster. So
yeah.
it's actually pretty. I mean, not saying all the way because people have been saying about this, like, oh, what are they doing down there? What are they doing up there and all that. This is just how they've put them. This doesn't mean that one band won't be ahead of another band on another stage.
That's
so
a good point.
I don't think people should really take into heart too much about where bands are on this exact poster. Also considering that this poster, apart from the logo bands, is in alphabetical order again. So it means absolutely nothing. So I wouldn't worry too much about that, people.
Yeah, that is a very good point, actually. I hadn't seen people talking about that, and I hadn't considered it. But there were definitely a couple of logo bands last year that were announced, and then they dropped down once they announced more logo bands. It's probably to make it look more, more logo bands.
They want to sell the bands to you, sell the poster to you, sell the vibe as much as possible. So
yeah,
I wouldn't read too much into where bands are in this poster at the moment because it will change when the day splits come out.
Yeah. Next one up was Me First and the Gimme Gimmies.
Yes.
What song
My
did
friend
they
Rachel was
do?
a massive fan of this band. They're a covers band, aren't they? They do loads of covers.
I don't know.
They've probably got their own songs, but I'm pretty sure that they do, or they've done a couple of cover albums at least. They cover loads of songs, but in sort of like a ska punk, jolly kind of way.
Yeah. Was it them that did You're Not the Boss of Me Now?
Probably.
You're not the boss.
This is the worst episode we've ever done.
It was fine. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. Don't worry.
Oh, God. Loving it.
Do you know much about Mallory Knox? I don't really know much about Mallory Knox.
Know their name, seen their name about for years and years.
Yeah.
I could not tell you what they sound like. I literally could not. You could play me a million songs and I could not pick Mallory Knox out of any of those songs at all. Even though I've seen their name on stuff for a long, long time.
Yeah. We should have got somebody else in here to help us with this one because we got the Ginger, and I've just remembered watching your video yesterday. Everything you said, pretty much, I was like, yeah, agree. The bands that you have never got into, agreed. Like Ginger, I've never been into Ginger, never been into Steel Panther. So there's a lot of bands that many people like, but we don't.
Yes.
Equally, it's strange.
Yeah, but we've clearly spent too much time together. That's what it is.
Yeah. Jerry Cantrell.
But Ginger, like Ginger, like I watched Ginger from the side of the stage. I want to talk about from the Lemmy's bar at Bloodstock. And don't get me wrong, I was banging my head. Like, we were all standing there chatting, but I was like this the whole time because I was like, it sounds awesome. Like live, I
Right.
was like, this is sick. This is really good. I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to them, but what I was hearing, I was enjoying.
Yeah.
I was getting into the groove, and she's got a killer voice. So I was just like standing there drinking with everyone, but I'm like just feeling the vibe of the music. So I can understand why so many people like Ginger, because they are actually really, really good.
Yeah.
I know at the time people were saying, oh, they're getting pushed massively just because she's hot and she can scream and blah, 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 blah. But I think they genuinely have earned their path as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they were,
So-
they've been big for quite a while now.
Mm.
And,
Yeah.
like I said, not my kind of thing, but the same for all of these bands. We might not like them, listening to them. I keep wanting to say on CD, but we don't just listen to CDs anymore. On digital.
So wait a minute. I got a quick story about CDs. I was talking to Vicky, right? Last year, I got all of my CDs out the loft to put them downstairs, display them all, so when people come round, they could look at how amazing my CD collection is. Not one fucking person has looked at these CDs, and they take up so much space. And my Blu-rays are sitting like in a cupboard, and I buy more Blu-rays than I do CDs now. So my CDs are going back in the loft to make room for my Blu-ray collection, so I can see which fucking movies I have and what I want to watch.
Yeah.
So my CDs, again, have been upgraded, and now they're being re-downgraded because people haven't gone, oh my God, you've got the original signed Bullet for My Valentine EP. That's a lovely rare gem. People have just walked straight fucking past them and said nothing about all my cool, bootlegs and all these amazing albums that I got from Camden like 15, 20 years ago. No one gives a shit, Simon. Stop thinking people do. Just put them back in the loft, mate. So that's the sort of epiphany that I've had today. Sorry.
Yeah.
You mentioned CDs. I had to get that out of me.
No, that's right. We did the same with books. We were like, we want our books displayed. Kelly's got loads of various books of like different authors. I've got only Terry Pratchett, but I still wanted to display them.
Yeah.
But yet nobody has ever really looked at them. So yeah, they're going back up in the loft soon, and we're making space in for other stuff. Yeah, exactly the same.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody
I know,
who's
it's-
ever owned a house has had the same thing.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
mine, and it's very cool. Other people will want to see it, and they don't.
Yeah. I agree. Fucking annoying.
Talk to us.
Bastards.
Speak to us in Discord or YouTube, or comment. Leave a comment down below. What was your cool thing that you wanted people to see in your house?
Yeah. What did you want to display, man? Unfortunately, dude, they'll be back in the loft by the time you come here next week, so you won't be able to see my wonderful geeky CD collection, I'm
Can
afraid.
you take pictures
You're
of
gonna miss
them
out on it.
if you haven't
I'll get some
already?
pictures for you.
You probably
And you
already
can
have.
scroll- I've taken hundreds. And I've blown them up and put them in the front room. There's a big thing of the CDs, and then it's got a big arrow saying CDs this way.
CDs.
And still no one's gone and looked. No one.
Well, you 5 minutes ago you said this is the worst episode we've ever done. I think you've just redeemed it with that CD story there.
Yeah.
Best episode we've ever done now. Thank you. Glad.
Should we just wait? Wait. Let me and Adam just go off quickly. We'll come back on. This whole episode will change now, okay? We're going to go off for a second.
Do need,
And we're back.
Do need a
Okay.
wee. Oh, right. Hang on. We're back. We're back after.
We're back already.
So we're back. And
We're back.
I think safe to say this episode is being edited before it goes out.
Okay.
And it's probably not going on YouTube. Well, it will.
Why?
The audio will go on YouTube. Editing the video and audio takes way too long.
Oh, okay.
Way too long. I can do audio easy. So anyway, where did we get to?
We were on
Good Mario's Ginger.
Ginger. God, don't put that in. And we spoke about Ginger. So now we're on Jerry Cantrell.
Yes, and almost everybody I've seen talk about this person or spoke to about this person knows he was in Alice in Chains. I had no idea. I'm like, am I the only
not know
person who didn't know?
I think you might be the only person that doesn't know that. Yeah, everyone knows Jerry Cantrell.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's difficult that you didn't. Cat, what is going on with the people in this house? Get out. Fuck's sake. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
You are going to clip this for TikTok though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, great. I mean, I wish it was Alice in Chains. Like, don't get me wrong, Jerry Cantrell also has some bangers, and he's a good singer, good guitar player. But yeah, I would really like it to be Alice in Chains. But oh well. I mean, everyone's pretty happy that he's just there anyway. So God knows what stage they'll stick him on or who they stick him after or before. But yeah, that's really good little grab for download, I'd say. All the Alice in Chains fans will go, and there's a lot of them. So
yeah, cool. The Ghost Inside. What do you think of them?
Yeah. Personally, I'm not that much of a fan, if I'm honest. What I've heard is pretty good, but everyone banged on about from my group of friends is how amazing they were in 2022. And everyone did. They packed out the Avalanche stage and just absolutely killed it. So they headlined that year, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So anywhere they get put, I'm sure everyone that I know will be at the Ghost Inside and absolutely loving it. So yeah. But again, they're not really for me, but I can appreciate live. My brother sent me loads of videos and I was like, oh, actually that looks really good. Why didn't I go? I can't remember now who was playing at the same time, but I was actually like, damn, I probably should have caught that show because it looked amazing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we were outside the tent just before they went on. But I don't remember what I did. Did I go and see them or did I come with you to do something else?
Me and you probably went off and done something stupid when we probably should have been staying there and watching them. But yeah. We were probably outside just chatting breeze to people. That's
probably
what we like to do. So
yeah.
That's what we were doing.
But there's one song of theirs that I really, really like. I've never put on an album. But I think it's their main song. It's like Engine 45 or something like that. But at something .45. I don't know. Anyway, that's a big band. Big band for them, I think, for a lot of people.
Definitely. Yeah. Very good to see them on the lineup. Very happy for everyone else as well. So awesome.
Yeah. Eagles of Death Metal.
Death Metal. Yeah.
I don't know anything about them.
Couldn't care less, really. I mean, I know a lot of people like them, but I've never bothered.
Okay. Dayseeker.
No idea.
No.
Another band I'm going to have to listen to. Yeah, and I never even heard the name before. Never heard them. And they're quite high up. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd be interested to see what they sound like or who they are.
I think they are also similar to like a Bring Me the Horizon band. So you basically got Bring Me the Horizon, Bad Omens, and then all these other bands underneath, including Dayseeker.
Is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Bring Me clones, if I'm honest. There's only one Bring Me the Horizon, and that's Architects. Whoa! That joke was for you, Stu. Hope you enjoyed it.
I was not expecting that. I think they are. I could be wrong. No. Yes, I have seen them blowing up all over the place, and it's like when I see the name, it's just massive.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, we'll check them out, man. Definitely.
Yeah. Here's a fun one. CKY.
Oh, baby.
Oof.
I was literally listening to Infiltrate, Rebuild, Destroy on Tuesday? Just Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. No, wait. Monday.
Okay.
Because sorry.
I'm glad we got there in the end.
To confirm.
Now I know exactly when it was you listened to them. Sorry.
It's because me and Chids were talking about how dysfunctional they've always been as a band.
Right.
And obviously the punch in the face to the Alien Ant Farm singer and all that. And then I was like, oh, I really want to listen to CKY now. So I did. And that album's my top 50 albums of all time. So yeah.
Yeah.
I was loving every second of it. But yeah, whether they'll stay booked and play is a different thing altogether. Because there's two different versions of CKY now as well. It's kind of like the Saliva thing.
Yeah.
So the original singer split off and he's in 96 Bitter Beings. And then you've got CKY, but then 96 Bitter Beings have redone Infiltrate, Rebuild, Destroy, re-recorded it.
Right.
So now there's two versions of the album. So there's a whole fucking litany of history to do with CKY and just so much shit. I mean, they're all assholes, is what it sounds like. They're all just a bunch of knobheads. Okay. But to be fair, they make pretty good music. So I really like the music. I don't like any of them as people.
Yeah.
At all. But I really do like their music, so yeah, I will probably go and watch them because they're really good. But they're those self-destructive people. You know, you get these bands and these people that there must be something inside them that's just constantly sabotaging themselves.
Yeah.
You know, whenever they do something good or they're getting somewhere, they have to do something bad.
Yeah.
To seek attention, or I don't know what it is in some people, but a lot of people have these destructive tendencies. And a lot of people that have these destructive tendencies, even outside of the band, people like Band Majera, all that sort of stuff, they all seem to hover around this fucking band for some reason. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of destructive stuff that goes along with them. But they are a really good band. So, yeah. And their last album, The Phoenix, was that 2017? That was awesome. Really good. So, yeah. But anyway, I'll stop talking about CKY.
Yeah, I've never been the biggest fan. I mean, there was a couple of songs that I liked. Boston Manor. I think I grouped them in with Mallory Knox. I don't know why. Maybe they
really?
both sort of got big at the same time or similar time.
I feel like Boston Manor are much more modern than Mallory Knox.
Okay. I don't.
Maybe I'm getting
don't
Mallory
know.
Knox mixed up with another band, but I feel like Mallory Knox, Boston Manor are like a 2018 band.
Okay.
I think Mallory Knox are a late noughties, early.
I don't know. Maybe they
2010s?
toured together or something,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
saw the poster and it just stuck. I don't know. Something there makes me put the two together.
But yeah, I've never liked Boston Manor. I've got a lot of friends that do, and a lot of people that I know. A lot of people go and watch them, and they've been quite a staple of Download actually over the last since 2018, I would say. But yeah, they are just not. They do zero for me.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think we've listened to them before for the Download lineup playlist.
Yeah. I've tried a few times with
Yeah.
them, and songs have come on, but it's not for me.
Cool. Almost there. Bleed From Within.
Bleed From Within. Don't really know much about them. I know a lot of people
No, me
like them,
neither.
and they're heavy in parts, but haven't really listened to them properly, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. Alien Ant Farm?
I like Alien Ant Farm. I like the first two albums. I heard that the new album apparently is really, really good, but I haven't had time to check it out. So
I
I'll
tried
have to get
checking it
around to
out,
doing
and
that at some point.
I wasn't interested in it at all.
No,
No.
didn't like it.
The first album was amazing. Second album had some good songs on. That was about it for me.
Okay.
Never seen them though. I don't think
Cool.
I've ever
Well,
seen them live.
you didn't watch them in 2016?
No,
They opened up the main stage in
don't
2016.
think I did.
No.
No,
Okay.
I'm sure I've wanted to
they-
catch them every time I've had a chance.
They opened up, or they were second on, one of the two, but they were on early on the main stage of 2016. I watched them. They were okay.
Yeah,
They didn't blow me away, but they were good.
yeah, cool. And Airborne.
Airborne. I mean, yeah, they're like really good live apparently, and people like them.
Yeah, no, I'm not one of those. I assume you're not either.
No, they're not for me. I heard AC/DC before.
Cool. Moving on then. Right. There's two bands. When I watched the video, there's two bands. I went, what? And what? One of them was Sixth.
Oh, yeah.
The other one was Vola. I was like, I thought of you straight away. I was like, what? And then that's when I tried phoning you on Discord. I think they've taken away the feature to phone people directly. But anyway.
Just call people. Oh.
Yeah. Sixth. I was not expecting Sixth.
I was not expecting Sixth at all. I've heard absolutely nothing about reunion shows, new material, anything.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, bang, you've got Sixth on there. In what form that's going to be, in what members that's going to be, I have absolutely no idea. So I have no information on that at the moment. I haven't looked into it. But yeah, I'm sure you guys have heard me and Adam talk about Sixth a lot on this show, about how we love them and how underrated they are and how they should be a much more appreciated band. And it's cool to see their name up in lights.
Yeah.
I think they've done that just to shed some light on the fact that they're actually playing, because I think if they were buried into the names, I don't think people would have made quite as much of a big deal of it. So that's probably why they're up there. Or they're in there because they're a possible fourth stage, headliner.
That's a good
which
shout.
would be very nice.
Yeah.
Which would be very nice. But yeah, I'm a huge Sixth fan. Honestly, wowzer. If this comes with new music or anything like that, I will be even more psyched. But just to see Sixth play anything off those three albums, I will be blown away.
Yeah. So I put in the Discord last night, and a lot of people answered it, and so I am surprised, and I don't know why. I've always thought Sixth was this like small band with a cult following. A lot of people sort of like them, but not like en masse. But a lot of people know about them. A lot more people than I expected, especially as a band that, I mean, they released Flogging the Horses. Is it Flogging the Horses? Or is that the album name or a song name? The second album.
That's the song.
The album with that on it. That must have been like, what, 2005, 2006?
2006.
Yeah. And they did nothing until 2017.
Yeah.
and they've done nothing since then. And it's like,
No, they've done a couple of shows and stuff, but yeah, not released anything.
no. But yet, still, a lot of people know them and a lot of people like them. I work with a guy, a Polish guy, older guy than us. I showed him the poster. He knew hardly anyone, but he knew Sixth. And I'm like, what is going on? He'd not heard of Sleep Token.
Yeah.
But he heard of Sixth.
Yeah, Sixth are they're a big cult band.
Yeah.
They've got their following of fans, and we know how just incredible musicians they are. They've been a big influence as well, especially in the British, diddle scene.
Diddle scene. The
Diddle
BBC?
scene, yeah, all that tech.
Oh,
All that tech shit.
terrible. I can't. But,
I got a clap for that one. Boy. That was good. Very good. Very good. Yeah, don't work at the BBC. You'll be touched. Yeah, Sixth. Yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled.
Me too.
Honestly, I am absolutely thrilled. Let's just hope they don't make the same mistake they made in Download 2017
what was that?
or 18. Well, they put them on the main stage and there was no one there.
You can't have Sixth on the main stage.
No, it was a big misstep. So yeah, I don't know whose idea that was in whatever year that was, 17 or 18. But yeah, don't be putting Sixth on the main stage again. Put them on wherever
In a tent, yeah.
Just don't put them on the main stage. Yeah, put them in a tent. Put them on the Avalanche stage. Put them on the fourth stage.
Yep.
Maybe put them on the second stage. Although I don't think that will quite work either.
No.
But yeah, just don't put them on the main stage. It doesn't. The general person does not want to hear Sixth. They will not understand what's happening. They won't get any of it. They won't get the weird time signatures or the weird voices. None of it will work for them. They'll play Tupelo, and everyone will just go, "What is this?" No idea. Yeah, it'll be even smaller than a Sleep Token headline crowd. It will be really bad.
Yeah, there's a good point. They need to be. So yeah, 2014 was the last time I saw them, and I've told this.
You didn't watch them the last time they played. Why the hell did you not watch them?
When was it? 2017. You said
2017 or 18. It was one of those
It would
years.
have been early. It would have been early. I can't remember. I was probably drunk at the campsite. I'd never used to leave the campsite until, I don't know, 3, 4-ish.
Man, I wish I had a TARDIS or something. I would go back in time to like Download 2014. I'd just hunt you down and just repeatedly punch you in the face. You'd have no idea who I was. And then when we met finally, you'd be like, I fucking know this guy from somewhere. I know this guy from somewhere. I don't know where, but I know him. But yeah,
maybe we did see them. I can't remember. They're all downloads blur into one to me now. I don't remember seeing them on the main stage. Not this time. I'm sure they played on the main stage. I don't know. They might have done. Anyway, I'm sure it was the fourth stage. They headlined in 2014. Either they headlined or there was somebody on after them. They played late because they clashed with Linkin Park. That's why I didn't really see much of Linkin Park. I didn't see any of the Hybrid Theory set. I got there for like the last 2 or 3 songs, and they didn't play anything else modern after Hybrid Theory. Not modern, anything else.
Anything old school,
yeah. So I wasn't interested. But yeah, I can't remember if they were the headliners or there was somebody else after them headlining. Because sometimes the headliners on the fourth stage go quite late, don't they?
Yeah. Are Linkin Park still going? I know there's like a big covers band at the moment, but
do you know what I find funny? So you said something the other day in the Discord. Yeah, after Seeger said something, and I really wanted to say this, but I wasn't sure how it was going to come across in Discord. So you're a huge Aston Villa fan, aren't you? Yeah. You were a huge Linkin Park fan at one point, right? Linkin Park changed one member or replaced, obviously, Chester. How many Aston Villa players or staff members or anything are still there from when you first started supporting them? They've probably all gone. They're probably the only thing that's the same is probably the name. Probably have you changed stadium? Some bands do.
No. You're right. Yeah, all the players, backroom staff, probably most likely would have changed. Yeah.
But
even the owners of the club have changed hands quite a few times since I've been a fan. So I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you, man. I feel you. But they're not a band. They're not singing to me, so I don't care.
Yeah. No, I knew that. Obviously, I'm not being serious with that. I get it.
No, I know. That is. I get it. Though.
Funny shower thought.
It's good.
Yeah.
Well done. Stop thinking about me in the shower, man. with your dick out.
What do you
Come
think
on.
I'm coming to your house next week?
What, to have a shower? Gonna use the shower.
Anyway, right. Probably one of the biggest download festival. Well, I mean, a podcast. One of the biggest podcasts that are covering this. I'm probably the least serious about it we've been today. I don't know whether we should be more serious or just ride with this and go, fuck it.
Listen, I'm not going to, I'm not going to apologize for having fun.
No.
People could be hella serious about this stuff if they really want to, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I certainly won't be while I'm at download, so why would I be talking about it? Do you know what I mean?
I feel like we've earned
Yeah.
the right to just have a laugh with this instead of try to be as informative as possible so people keep listening. Hopefully. Anyway, let's carry on.
Hopefully people are still listening at this point. We'll see. That remains to be seen.
Yeah. So, next to 6 and between Cradle of Filth is some weird black metal.
Some sort of band.
Oh, that was funny. It's Lorna Shore, everybody. Woo.
Hey! Or should I say...
Woo, yeah, woo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Very good. I did predict them to play as well. But yeah, awesome. Their performance in 2023 was absolutely incredible. I ain't seen pits and dust whirlwinds like that in a long time. So, and they're huge. They are the biggest deathcore band in the world at the moment. So, and have been for a few years. So yeah, very happy, and that will please a lot of people. And depending on where they put them, that will be an excellent show. And I will try everything in my power on whatever day they're playing to try and get to it.
Yeah, cool. It was good. It was good that it was during the day before as well, I think.
Yeah.
It would be... I mean, it probably still would be quite good if they were... Because they were on the main stage. I was just thinking about if they were to move them and put them higher up on the second stage or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was cool that it was during the day, and I don't know if it would be better during the night.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just a cool band. I think even if they play... I mean, I saw them in Blazing Hot Sunshine at Bloodstock, and I saw them in Blazing Hot Sunshine at Download, and it was both great both times. So
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, well, Cradle of Filth then. I know you're a big fan.
Yes. I'm very, very happy. It's also been ages since they played. They ain't played since 2018, so it's been a hell of a long time since, one of the staples of black/death/goth metal have played the festival. They're absolute legends. So, yeah, and they just released a new track, and it's really, really good.
Is it?
Yeah, really, really good. And, well, like I said before, this band have been on a wave. I think they're on a run of, I want to say the last 4 albums have just been absolutely incredible from top to bottom. Like, every song, every album, wow. So they're still just absolutely on the top of their game, which is incredible considering they've been around for so long. I'm talking late 80s, early 90s when they really started to release and get big. So it's just good that they can have an upkeep and keep themselves going for this long. And Danny Phil's vocals are probably even better now than they've ever been. So it's a testament to just how they've managed to hold on this whole time. So yeah, I'm very, very happy. And I will be there watching and taking in the goth sights.
Okay. The Cradle of Filth are cool. I haven't seen them for a long time. So it depends when they're on. I might check them out with you.
Sweet.
Apocalyptica. Any strong feelings on Apocalyptica?
Not really.
Cellos, is it?
It's not like I have seen them multiple times. They supported, I think, Rammstein when I seen them. I saw them probably 2 or 3 times in the, I want to say, mid 2000s, 2005, 6, 7, 8, around there. And they were always great. I always loved their sort of, I always loved their cello Metallica covers. They played live. I always thought they were great. And I thought some of their songs they'd done really good as well. They'd done a song with Adam from 3 Days Grace. That was great. There's a couple of others as well that I really liked when they had all those feature albums. Yeah, they're good. They're really, really good. I haven't heard or seen anything from them. I don't know if they've been away and coming back or they've been here this whole time. But they are very, very good. And at the time, it was very different, which is why they got so big. And I understand why.
It was, yeah.
Because you were like, fuck, they're playing metal, man, on cello. This is crazy. It sounds really great as well. And they were like harmonizing and doing all the sort of stuff you would do on a guitar, but doing it on cellos, which I thought was great. So, I'm all on board for them being a part of the festival, and hopefully people enjoy it.
Yeah, me too. I don't know if I've seen them live properly. I might have caught a song or two of theirs when they've played before. It's cool, but I feel like it's the kind of thing that you can't listen to too much. I would get bored of a full set of it.
Okay, that's fair.
McFly.
They're
gonna.
You've had Busted one year, McFly the next.
Yeah, it was always gonna happen after how successful Busted were.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, that's a good booking. It's gonna be rammed. They'll probably headline like Busted did the Avalanche stage on one of the days. The whole tent will be absolutely packed. If you get in there, people will be absolutely loving it. I mean, it's a no-brainer, really.
Yeah.
Put it on the Green Day.
Yeah.
And God, the amount of people that will go, it will just be incredible. So
yeah,
very much on board with it. Even though I'm not a fan at all, very much on board for them being at Download.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I've never known. So I've read a few things from people online about them. Well, about the whole thing in general, but whether it's true or not, I don't know. But I saw some people saying that like McFly were never as big as Busted. But I'm sure it'll probably be a similar kind of crowd at Download, though, won't
Definitely.
it? Yeah, of course it will.
100%. Yeah.
Cool. That was it for that line. Okay. Well, your mates, Steel Panther.
My mates. Yeah.
Yeah. They got
your mate Pete Wentz. He's not here this year, is he? So my mates Steel Panther are instead.
Yeah, I know you're not a fan. I'm not a fan. I mean, they got a couple of songs that are good and funny. They were fun. They were a flash in the pan.
There is only one reason I will go to the show if no one else is there, and especially if Vicky's with me. Because we will get to see lots of.
Oh right, yeah. Okay. I thought you were going the other way with that. Yeah, cool. Yes, of course.
No, that is probably the only reason you would get me and Vicky there is because we would like to see loads of titties.
Yeah.
So I would not be concentrating on the music at all. I will just be on titty watch the whole time. Yeah. So that's it. That's it, really. That's cool. It. I've nothing else to say about Steel Panther.
Me too. Yeah, fine. They had a couple of fun songs. I never got it, but it was for women. It was for women, wasn't it? They put a load of makeup on. Women loved it. Gotta.
No, I get it. Hashtag know your audience. I like it.
But yeah, they got stale. They got stale, didn't they? And not people didn't like the last album. So I don't know how long they can keep it going for.
Probably forever. It'll come back around again. It all comes in waves, mate.
Yeah, fair enough. The Darkness, then. We briefly talked about these. I can't believe how wrong I was.
The Darkness, a band that's only got 2 albums, apparently.
There must be another band that have done that, and I don't know who they are. Maybe I don't know. The Darkness. You like the Darkness? I do
a lot.
Sorry, I never liked the Darkness when they were first around.
Okay.
I heard a couple of their songs recently, and I was just like, I was sort of vibing with it. I was like, I get this now. You know, I kind of, I feel it now.
Had to sit with you for a few years, and then your brain went, okay, do you know what? This is all right, actually. Yeah. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, you should. I mean, like, they're really worth listening to. They're very good musicians. He's a great singer. Cool guy as well. They've got great performance, brilliant live. Yeah, it's just overall all really good.
Yeah.
And entertaining for a lot of people. So, yeah, I didn't catch them the last time they played. So, I think that was 2022, I think. So, I would really, really like to check them out this time. So, fingers crossed, no one is playing, and I would really, really like to go check out The Darkness.
Yeah, I think I'd enjoy it too. Have you ever been much of a fan of Within Temptation?
No.
No, me either. It's not that I've ever disliked them.
Yeah, cool. They're cool. They got some cool tunes.
Yeah,
good stuff. Like, yeah, good anthemic, epic metal stuff. I'm here for it. Just not something I would go to, but if I heard it, I'd probably be like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like
cool.
They came around. I mean, I know they were probably around for a long time before, but as soon as Evanescence and the first album blew up, all these record labels went, right, we need a similar band, and so that's when Nightwish were pretty much first heard over here. I heard they had like either been going for 9 years or had 9 albums before we even ever heard of them over here. It's just.
Well, they were just in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Within Temptation, I think they're a bit more recent, but yeah, it was like a big explosion of, okay, we need an operatic singer with rock music. And I was never into Within Temptation.
No, me neither, but again, happy to have them on board.
Yeah. The Sex Pistols featuring Frank Carter.
Interesting. Definitely an interesting booking.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will watch it just to see what it's all about, how he performs the songs and stuff as well. That'll be quite interesting. He's a great singer and great performer, so yeah. I'm sure he will do absolutely fantastically with whatever he's given. But yeah, I'd rather have Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes, if I'm honest, because I'm a massive fan of theirs. But yeah, this is interesting and again, puts eyes on download from people that normally wouldn't have eyes on the festival if they see Sex Pistols.
Yeah.
Because they are one of the most well-known bands of all time. So yeah, very interesting for them to get them on there.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I agree. Spirit Box. I completely forgot about them. I similar to what I said earlier, I've always lumped Spirit Box and Ginger in the same thing. I know they could be completely different bands, but I think I heard of them both around the same time. They're both quite heavy with a female vocalist. They may, to a trained ear, sound nothing alike, but they're similar to me. And I've never liked them either. Big spiel about nothing.
Yeah, I've never got the hype personally with Spirit Box. Obviously, I've listened to them and thought, well, that sounds fine. Sounds good. Just not for me. And when I watched them support Korn, God, I was bored when they were performing.
Yeah.
Everyone else seemed to enjoy it, so good for them. I'm never going to take anything away from something anyone else likes and I don't. Yeah. But yeah, I was very bored. I did not see what it was all about. But they are a huge band that a lot of people like. And again, it's a really big get for download because they are, really pushing things at the top now. So yeah, fair play. Happy to have them on the lineup.
Cool. Yeah, me too. They're going to go down well. Don Broco. I don't think we've ever spoken about them.
No. Again, not for me, really. I know, again, very similar to Spirit Box. A lot of people like them. They're a big band. They headlined Trees last year. But when I listen to them, they don't do anything for me. They're not really tuned to the sort of thing that I would listen to. But they will draw in a lot of people, and a lot of people go absolutely crazy for this band. Like, people are mad for this band. So those people will definitely be very entertained when they play. And I'll be interested to see where they put them on the lineup as well, on stages.
Yeah.
See if they put them high up on a bigger stage, or they put them lower down on a bigger stage, or higher up on a smaller stage. I don't know where they're going to fit into the ethos. So that'll be interesting as well. Yeah,
I think it's probably around about 8 or 9 years ago, when me and Kelly first moved in together, and we had Kerrang or Scuzz on TV all the time when we were doing stuff around the house. And I'm sure they had a song out around then that I really, really liked. But I was never interested. I never thought about going and listen to any more. But yeah, you're right. They've just grown in the background. I don't really know anybody who talks about them or is a huge, huge fan. But I have been aware how big they actually are. So
yeah, definitely. I agree with that. They've been growing in the background, and all of a sudden, pop, they're there, all quite high up, and headlining festivals.
Yeah.
So yeah,
awesome. Jimmy Eat Boring.
Oh God, yeah. Let's not talk about these guys for too long.
Okay. Bollocks to my Valentine.
I'll just say it again. But I'll say it again though. The most boring headliner I've ever seen, bar System of a Down in 2017. Just nothing. And that's just me. I'm sure a lot of other people enjoy them, but God, I wanted to blow my brains out when they were on stage. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, bye.
Cool. Yeah. Bullocks to my Valentine. We kind of knew they were going to be there.
Yeah, you could guess when you saw Trivium playing shows. It was in my predictions. I kind of had a feeling that they were going to jump on that bandwagon. And as we know now, as a few days ago, they're recording new stuff. Another thing that I predicted.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know when that's going to be out, or if that'll be out before download. Hopefully it will, because it'll be great to have some new Bullet stuff, because the last album was sick. Again, they're a band that I don't think they got a bad album. I think all of them have got merits, and they all sound really good. So I'm a huge Bullet fan, and they'll probably be quite high up by the looks of things, like main support, maybe for Sleep Token or Korn. So I am here for that, to have them that high up on the stage, and preparing you for the headliner, because they are really, really like Bullet started really good live because they were like very edgy at the time. Then they got to a point where they were very uninteresting live, and now they've sort of refined both of those things of being very interesting but very good at the same time.
Okay.
So I think this is the best version of Bullet for My Valentine that we've seen. There, I still recommend it to people. Watch their Hellfest set at Hellfest 2023. Oh,
Do you know what, I think
Jesus, that's a good live band.
I will do that. Actually, I think So I've not.
You'll love that set.
What's that?
You'll love that set. You'll love that set. It's so heavy, so good.
Yeah.
They all sound great. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So I've not been the biggest fan of theirs for a long time. A lot of the singles they released when they first came around were really good. I liked it, but it would be interesting to see them. I haven't seen them live. I did see I went and saw them in Cardiff a long time ago. There was 4 bands, and they were really big bands. It might have been. This is another non-story. Don't worry. I'm looking forward to Bullet. I'll find out what it is after this. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Looking forward to Bullet, definitely.
Me too.
And Weezer.
That's a good get. That's a good get for download. That's a really good get. Yeah, they got tons of good tunes.
Are they?
They're an absolutely massive band.
Are we still thinking of the same? Are we thinking of the same Weezer?
Yeah.
Okay.
What
cool.
are you on? What Weezer are you thinking of? Are you thinking of Wheatus?
No, I'm thinking of the one that did Hash Pipe. Is
Yeah.
that Weezer?
Yeah.
What else have they done? Anything?
Loads of stuff.
Loads of stuff.
You know Buddy Holly,
Oh yeah.
Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else they got?
I'm looking here.
Island in the Sun. Say It Ain't So.
I will know.
They got
hang on.
They've got so.
Say It Ain't So. Original mix. Buddy Holly. Island in the Sun.
Yeah, they got bare good tunes, man.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. I'm looking forward to Weezer.
Okay. Me too, and hopefully they will be main support for Green Day, because I can tell you right now that just those 2 names alone, you put Jimmy Eat World into Weezer into Green Day, you will almost sell out those day tickets. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
So that's very, very good get for download. I think Weezer very clever.
Yeah. Ooh. So it'll be Bullet for My Valentine into Korn, right? You reckon?
Or Sleep Token. They could put them on Sleep, or they'll probably put Spirit Box under Sleep Token.
Yeah.
For all the new TikTok kids. So it will be, my prediction is Jimmy Eat World, Weezer, Green Day, Spirit Box, maybe Lorna Shore, Spirit Box, Sleep Token, and then I don't know, someone else.
We could get
then Bullet, then Korn.
We could get more bands. We had Limp Bizkit about a month after their first announcement.
There will be more. But I'm predicting those to go under those bands wherever they're going to go. Spirit Box under Sleep Token, Jimmy Eat World and Weezer under Green Day, and Bullet under Korn.
Yeah,
but you could put Bullet under Sleep Token. That would work either way. But I feel like Bullet would go better underneath Korn.
Yeah,
that would blow my tits off. That would, seeing Bullet and then seeing Korn headline. Fucking hell, it's almost too much. That's enough to make my brain go bang. So yeah.
Yeah, but obviously,
anyway,
as we said, we are going to get more bands. But like last year, out of the blue, they just announced Limp Bizkit on their own in early December.
Yeah,
and they were like a sub-headliner band.
Yeah, which is a huge band to announce. So a band that in a couple of years will be headlining this festival. So yeah, it's pretty big.
But I've seen people say, and I believe this person and their source, that we are definitely getting Falling in Reverse. But they said before this was announced, we're getting them, but they're not on this announcement.
Okay. I can see that. I'll be very excited about that. I know a lot of other people would.
Yeah. And I'm sure there was a couple others that has been said as well that are going to be there but aren't on this announcement. But I can't remember who they were now. But yeah, I would put, I don't know. I don't know. You have a very good, I don't know who I put where.
But I think in general, this is a very, very strong undercard, I would say. Yeah. Very, very strong. And I know we said that about this year's, because 2024 headliners weren't half as good as they are for 2025. I think these are much better headliners personally. But but the undercard was really good, and the undercard for 2022 was really good. I feel like that the saving grace of Download over the last 3 or 4 years has been the undercard. So this one just has the added bonus of having 3 fresh headliners on top of it, so it looks better than having an Iron Maiden and a Biffy and someone else.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm very happy about that. There are tons of bands in there that I absolutely love. Loads of bands I'm going to check out. Loads of bands I've heard of. And more, like you said, more to be added. So overall, just undercard wise, I'm very happy. That's like an 8 out of 10. Very good.
Yeah, I agree. Although I did say I'm not going to give it a rating until I know all of the bands, so I'm not gonna follow you and give it what I think a rating is. But yeah, same with you. There aren't too many of the logo bands that blow me away, that I'm thinking I must go and see them. But just the undercard, like, even there's so many I haven't listened to, and I'm just like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm just really excited to listen to all these bands, and I know there's going to be loads that I really like. So it doesn't really matter who else is playing.
No, you could just have the festival as this. I'd be happy. So yeah. We've even got more to add. So yeah, even better.
Yeah, but this is the exciting bit, is learning all the the rest of the undercard as well.
Yeah.
Cool. So what do you think about Green Day being here for the first time?
Absolutely incredible. I've been listening to Green Day all day.
Have you?
Yeah. Just going back through all the songs that I absolutely love of this band. So, and I've realised that there is literally probably about 30 tracks that I like. So as it turns out, I actually really love a lot of Green Day stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, I love that song. Oh man, I love that song. Oh man, I love that song. I'm like, shit, I actually like a lot of Green Day stuff. So yeah, I'm very happy. I think that it's a great booking for Download. They're always popular. They always sell tickets. They are a massive band. I mean, how many monthly listeners have these guys got on Spotify? Let's have a look. This is how we always go by our headliners. Oh look, last thing I was listening to, Loss of Control, Green Day. Green Day have 33 million monthly listeners.
Jesus.
Which is, they're huge. I don't think you can really be understated quite how big Green Day are.
Yeah.
They are this is the day that has the most chance of selling out. Yeah. Without a doubt, is this day. It's absolutely huge. But yeah, I'm so happy. I'm pumped. It's one of the bands that I was like putting my fingers together to say, like, we heard it for ages that they were playing. Down, I put that clue out like a month or two ago. And I was really crossing my fingers to say, I really want Green Day. I watched that Isle of Wight performance from last year, and it was absolutely fucking incredible. So I am just so pumped to have them. I can't wait.
Nice.
Literally can't wait. How do you feel about what's your relationship with Green Day? Because we've never really spoken about Green Day and about
we haven't.
What they mean to us or whatever. And so I'd be interested to see what your relationship with them is.
So I've never been a big fan of them. To be honest, I did like a lot of pop punk stuff. Sort of in my late teens, I got really into Offspring and Blink-182. I liked some of their earlier stuff. Warning, I really liked.
Good.
And a few others from that sort of time. I never liked The American Idiot. It was the album, wasn't it?
Oh, really? That's
I
surprising.
I never listened to the album. I wasn't really that keen on the song. It was both, wasn't it? There was a song, American Idiot. The album was called American Idiot.
The album.
That's right. Don't want to sound like a twat.
No. But so you weren't a fan of the song, but you weren't a fan of any other songs on that album.
No, I didn't listen to the album, but I just wasn't a fan of them in general up to that point. So I never listened to it. But I think that album was one of those albums that was everywhere, and because I didn't like them. Oh no, when I say didn't like them, I just wasn't overly keen. You know, I never disliked them. So I was not keen, but it was everywhere. I couldn't get away from that album. It kind of pushed me further away from them. I never was interested. I was like, I don't want to listen to that album.
That album is like that's a milestone album. That's a mega album. That's an explosion of just crazy big. I mean, they already were big, but it came in a wave for them.
It was,
that album's
blew up, didn't it?
One of the biggest. Big, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, so I never listened to it. It just wasn't. I wasn't into that kind of sound. That makes sense. That the sound didn't really do anything for me.
Okay, that's fair.
But I mean, it's great. It's great for download. I'll definitely be watching them, no matter what. I'll watch them. I really like a few of their songs.
Yeah.
And I think it's amazing that Download have got them.
Definitely, big get for Download.
Yeah,
100%.
Cool. How did we say it before? Did we go Sleep Token before? Sleep Token worship.
Sleep Token
Worship. I don't know if that's the thing they do. Do they smack themselves on the head?
No, you just got to worship, bro.
Jesu Domine. No, I'm not good. Donna A is Requiem. There we go. I did it in the end.
If you don't know, he's doing the Monty Python bit, smacking himself. Holy Grail. Very good. Yeah, Sleep Token.
Sleep Token.
Wowza.
Wow, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. There is no bigger Sleep Token fan than me.
Yeah.
I been a Sleep Token fan for a long time, and my brain still just can't comprehend how this has happened.
Yeah.
How quickly this has happened, and what the general consensus is towards them. If people even know who they are, if this is such just a wow, let's pull the trigger moment. I mean, people were talking about bands like Korn and Ghost weren't big enough to headline this festival, yet they've just propped Sleep Token up there. It's so strange. Like, just looking at it now, it feels right, but it feels so wrong at the same time.
Yeah.
I can't quite get my head around it. The performance is definitely there. They are one of the best live bands on that stage with that sound system. It will be fucking epic. Whether people will get it or not is something that's entirely a no-go. I said this to the guys earlier on WhatsApp. This is going to go either way. This is going to be a Slipknot 09 or this is going to be a Biffy 22. It's going to go either way. And at the moment, I just cannot know which one. I mean, Sleep Token fans love Sleep Token.
Yeah.
People that don't like Sleep Token really don't like Sleep Token. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Interesting one.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting. If you add up their music between slow piano parts and heavy, it's like 70-30. So if you're like a big metal guy, you might stand there and go, this guy is just singing and playing the piano for this entire song for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful and gorgeous and, it gives you goosebumps. But where's the oomph? Where's the metal? And then the guitars will kick in for 2 minutes at the end of the song and then the song's finished. I just don't know what people are going to make of Sleep Token that don't know Sleep Token. It's, I can't get my head around it. I don't know how you feel about it.
Pretty much the same. So yeah, you said about if people even know who they are. I spoke to 4 people in work this morning. All of them are into our kind of music. They're not. Well, I mean, they might be into pop as well, but yeah, they've shown signs of liking some rock music before. They know rock bands. They know who Slipknot are, for example. None of them have ever heard of Sleep Token, and it was it was pretty shocking. Whether some of them know some of the songs because they blew up on TikTok, right? Didn't they? I don't know which songs of theirs blew up.
Yeah, they were kind of. I think they just added to them, but they didn't blow up specifically on TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Like I said, they didn't blow. The band didn't blow up because of TikTok, but they did blow up on TikTok.
Definitely.
So a lot of people would have heard them on there, maybe not even knowing who they were. I don't know that part of it, but it's exactly the same as you said. But you said it in your video. You what you said in your video last night was really good. You compared them to Tool, because I expect the same 4 people would not know who Tool are either, and they've already headlined, and that didn't seem not normal. It was a bit weird. I mean, we weren't doing this. I wasn't paying much attention. It was just like, I don't like Tool. I'm not going to watch them. I didn't care about what everybody else did. I didn't pay attention to what was going on at the time. But yeah, so it will go. I think a lot of people will give them time. Give them the time. They're not. Biffy Clyro can sound more of an indie band than a heavy metal band, and I think that could be why some of the people had a problem with them Sleep Token are definitely alternative rock music or heavy.
Yeah, but also their music is so slow in some parts.
Yeah.
You know, like if you compared Biffy songs to these guys, Biffy probably fit in more from what you would expect from a band than Sleep Token do.
They should, but you'd hear Biffy Clyro songs at like chav pubs in town. You wouldn't hear Sleep Token.
That's true. No, not necessarily. Yeah, although they do play to normies as well, which is why they've got so big.
Yeah,
because his voice is just so, amazing, and he sings beautiful songs. So people kind of are like, "Oh, that sounds really nice."
Yeah,
and then the gent kicks in at the end, and they're like, "What on earth is this?"
Yeah, so that's kind of my opinion on it, my take on it, which is unresearched and it's slightly biased on kind of my opinion. What I think and how on the reasons why I think people didn't like Biffy anyway, because that's kind of what I thought a little bit. Was not interested in Biffy, I should say. I just kind of felt like other people probably had a similar opinion to me. I never went around asking people, and so I think people. I do think people will give Sleep Token a chance. So
I hope so, because I think that they're worth giving a chance to, performance and songwriting wise. I think they're fantastic.
Yeah, I think all new headliners going forwards will benefit from Bring Me the Horizon last year, because they blew a lot of people away, and so a lot of people will go, hang on. It happened to me.
Give them a chance.
I don't know if it will happen to other people, but that's how I'm thinking at the minute. Yeah, Bring Me the Horizon turned me around. Sleep Token could.
Yeah. I can tell you right now, a lot of people that are very negative towards this, a lot of you will go to Sleep Token and you will thoroughly enjoy yourself, just because of the weird. They're so enigma-ish. They don't talk in between songs. They're just it's all a performance. It's all a show. It's all meant to be certain things. Their stage show lighting is absolutely gorgeous. It's very attractive and it sounds nice. It's very pleasing to the ear and the eyes. Yeah. So I feel like it'll be quite easy for people to digest it. Just depends on whether it's their cup of tea or not, and whether they can sort of keep them.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is they've done it so quickly, because we saw them. Was it 2022? We saw them on the Avalanche on the Avalanche stage. They'd never played second stage. They'd never played anywhere on the main stage. Straight to headliner.
Fourth stage to third stage to headliner. That is pretty crazy.
They clearly deserve it. They clearly deserve it. You wouldn't accidentally do that.
No.
You wouldn't get someone, I don't know, I can't think of any single
I get you though, just saying, "Oh, we've accidentally got big. How did that happen?"
Yeah. And to have the organisers think you are headline worthy, you don't do that by accident.
I mean, you can see the void, though, between, like, if we go by Spotify numbers now, you can see the void between a Green Day and a Sleep Token. So Green Day, an established band, over 20 years, 33 million views. Sleep Token, new band, 3 albums, 3.9 million. So, that's not a number to be sniffed at by any sense of the means. That's a lot of monthly listen, a lot of people, and that's just on Spotify. So, their videos have got millions of views and all that sort of stuff. But that's just showing you the void between an old band and a new band, which is a huge gulf, and how many people would know Green Day and how many people would know Sleep Token.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah. When you said about Spotify numbers a minute ago, I thought, because you said, was it 33 million for Green Day? And I remember looking at the numbers in 2022, because Iron Maiden headlined. Who was headlined 2022? You remember?
Iron Maiden, Biffy... Yeah, and Kiss.
And I'm pretty certain. I remember Iron Maiden had the highest number on Spotify, and it was only 11 million.
Yeah.
And the other two were something like 6 and 8 million. I just had another look. Iron Maiden are down to 8 million monthly listeners, when someone like Green Day has 33 million. That's why the legacy bands don't want to. Aren't getting booked anymore.
No, exactly. Yeah, that's why you book. Well, it's these bands. It's just their time to be headliners.
Yeah,
Iron Maiden have been headline festivals for 25 years, so it's other people's turn to take that off of them now. Yeah, they'll still headline it again at some point. But yeah, I get what you mean. But yeah, so it's just a difference between 33 and 3.2, which still is not a number to be sniffed at. But anyway, I'm very excited about Sleep Token. I will be there. singing every single word, bawling my eyes out, crying with the beauty of Vessel. I can't wait.
Do you know what?
And it's something different. It's something different.
Something different.
Something different. Something different. Yeah.
I'll be stood right next to you, singing all the words too, even though I don't know any of
Mopping
them.
up my tears.
And that would be another reason for you to cry. It's like,
Yeah.
why? Stop!
Stop
I want to
singing.
listen.
Either way, I'm going to cry, so we know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I'm looking forward to Sleep Token. I'll definitely be there watching them. Why, even if you don't like them, why wouldn't you go and watch it to be part of it? It's like history in the making. Be part of it.
Yeah. I
See
agree.
what happens. Yeah.
Talking of history.
Green Day. Not Green Day. Corn. Twat. Corn. And their history.
Oh, God, finally. After all the last, 2 or 3 years of people floating this idea around and saying, will they, won't they?
Yeah.
Nay, ye. It's finally happened. Korn's name up in lights.
Yeah. I don't think it's sunk in for me
How-
yet, really, to be
Has
honest.
it not? No. It's sunk in for me. I think it's well deserved up there. Probably should have been there a couple of years ago, if I'm honest, but probably should have got that one out of the way early. But yeah, no, I'm extremely excited about this. Seeing their Gumsbury Park performance and the stage show, the amount of effort they went to, how it looked, how it sounded, the amount of hits this band has. Like I said in the video, they've been a big band for 3 decades.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like they got 14 albums. They've got a shitload of material that everyone knows. They could put together a good 17 to 20 songs solid set where everyone knows the tunes and just bang out the hits.
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to get from Korn, which is exactly what everyone wants. And they're always great live. Jonathan Davis sounds great. The band are fucking phenomenal. Why they haven't headlined now, in hindsight, just seems like a kind of, why haven't we done this before?
Yeah.
But that's just how I feel about it. What about you? Where are you coming from this one?
So it is about time. I think you know, and a lot of the listeners probably know how I feel about Korn live. They've just never done it for me. Maybe this is the time. Maybe this will help me. But I've said before, like, Got the Life was the song that got me into metal. I loved Korn for many, many years. I still love Korn. But just for some reason, I've never enjoyed watching them live. And
Which is insane.
It is
if
insane.
I could handpick 10 bands that I would recommend bands that someone has to watch live. Like, you have to watch this band because they're always fucking amazing. Korn would be one of them. Which is why I was so miffed when you were like, I've never enjoyed a Korn performance. I have thoroughly enjoyed every Korn performance. I think every Korn performance has got better and better and better and better every time. And I've been seeing this band for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Every single performance has just got better and better and better and better. It still blows my mind how you haven't seen a good Korn show.
Yeah. But the thing is, now they're headlining as well. They have more time, which means they'll probably put more songs into the medleys they play. And I think that's one of the things that I don't like about them. I don't like the medleys they do. I don't like the bagpipes. Just annoys me. I think a little bit, maybe.
Why?
I don't know. Just play all your songs, all of them. Don't worry about medleys. Nobody cares about medleys.
But they do that as like a nice little kind of let's have a little break here, get in as much quick shit as we can, and then let's play the other rest of the tunes.
No, it's fine.
I think
I get it. I've just not enjoyed it, and I agree with you. It's weird. I don't know.
It's very weird. It's very, very weird. One of probably, the most consistently good performing bands, album and live wise, is one of the only bands that you haven't enjoyed live.
Yeah.
It's just really baffling to me.
It is baffling to me
yeah.
because I'm like, I love this band. I have no reason to not like them live for some reason. But anyway, they'll be great. Anyway, they will be great.
Yes.
A lot of people will like them.
Yeah.
I probably would enjoy some of it if I generally don't get to stay for the headline on Sundays. I've usually got to get back for work and to sort the kids out, pick the kids up first thing in the morning, get them home, and then get them ready for school. So it's a long morning for me usually. So we normally leave a bit early. But
I will not be leaving on the Sunday next year. I can
No.
tell you that much for free.
It depends
No
what
way.
happens. So Kelly might not be coming this year. At the moment, she's saying she's not really that bothered. She might get a Friday ticket. So it depends who I'm going to be coming with and whether they're staying. So it could be that I get to stay on a Sunday night for the first time in about 15 years.
Get you. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But again, I agree with you. It's about time they did it. About time they headlined.
Yeah.
I think they have played a bit too much recently. You know, if they had a 10-year break, no one's seen Korn over here for 10 years or not properly, and they come back, you know, that's a bigger impact to headline than it is. They played, what, a couple of years ago?
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, they played Download 2022. Then obviously they've done the big Gunnersbury show this year.
Yeah.
And now they're playing Download next year. So that's 3 out of 4 years of playing in the UK.
Yeah.
So I get that, but I still think that I would still go to a Korn show every year.
Yeah.
Because that's just how good they are. And hopefully other Korn fans feel that way as well. And then all the Korn fans will go, and it'll also attract the people that are just curious about Korn or just go like, yeah, I'll check Korn out.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed. But again, they do draw. So I think it will be very good. And I think a lot of people will be excited to see them headlining, which will be another big sort of draw for Korn fans. And if they make, like I said, if they pack that day out as well, if they do like, you know, Cradle of Filth, Bullet, a couple of others, Korn, and then some other people that they're going to get, I think that will go down really, really well.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. So, big year again. It's
yeah.
I was going to say something a minute ago.
It's very fresh looking to me.
Yeah.
I love that we've got 3 brand new headliners, you know, established at the festival. Some of them, you'd say Korn definitely established at Download, Sleep Token a little bit as well. But to see those 3 headliners, never played before, all shots in the dark, bar Green Day, which is obviously just a home run straight away because you know that's going to go down well. But Sleep Token, massive shot in the dark. Can't wait to see what happens. That's going to be great. Korn probably should have headlined a few years ago. And yeah, Green Day, just a massive, huge get for Download. Overall, great. So exciting. So, I'm so excited about this. Just so excited for 3 new headliners.
Yeah.
Like something I've never seen before on those types of stages. I am genuinely... you know, this year I was like, I'd watch all of the second stage bands. I liked some of the headliners, and I do like some of those bands a lot, but I wasn't excited about them. They didn't get me excited. I genuinely don't want to miss a note of Green Day or Sleep Token or Korn.
Yeah.
That's how much these bands are, you know, really egging me on for me wanting to see them. I don't want to miss a fucking second of any of them.
Yeah.
So... yeah, just hope that they don't put on really good second stage bands because that's really going to fuck me off. I got the opposite, where this year I was all about second stage. Now I'm all about a main stage headliners for next year, so I really hope they don't put on anyone I really like headlining the second and fourth stages. If they put fucking Sixth on when someone else is on, I am going to be pissed.
Anybody else is on.
They should stop the festival, put Sixth on, and then restart the festival again.
I agree with that. Yeah.
In fact, no. 6 should come to my tent, play me a private show in my tent. They'll probably fit, to be fair, and then I can continue.
Well, we'll see what we can do. We'll speak to them. Yeah, I think I might.
Actually, do you know where they would fit in? They'd fit in my brother's tent.
Yes,
because that tent is basically a venue, so we could get them in there, have a gig, and then get out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm probably gonna. So I need to go and delete my Papa Roach YouTube video that I started making, and I'm probably going to start with 6th at this point now. So
okay,
I'm going to work on that on Friday, I think, and see how that goes. But yeah, overall a great year. Looking forward to who else is added as well. The second announcement is usually January, is it? Late January, I want to say.
Yeah, ish. I think it's been Feb before. I even think it's been as late as March on some occasions, but it's around then, isn't it?
Yeah.
This one you can kind of almost guess the time, but I think the second one, I think they just kind of go, when is that going to fit in with our stuff?
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see when that comes out.
Excellent. And we are also actually going to be trying to get Cam from the booking team on. We had Jenny and Danica around this time last year. I'm going to send an email tomorrow and see what they say. And it'd be quite cool to speak to him.
Cool.
Get his opinion on the 3 headliners.
Definitely.
Yeah, so 3 brand new headliners and what it was like in the download camp HQ. But yeah, so
HQ.
I think we're done for this episode, are we? We're done.
Yeah, we're done. I don't want to talk about this festival again until the next announcement.
Ever.
I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Done with it until March. Leave me alone.
Cool.
Don't ask me any more questions about download, okay? I'm not going to answer them.
Okay. Well, before we go, though, we do need to say a huge, huge thank you to our Patreons who are soon. Our Patreons who are... and I never actually told them to change their names for this one, I'm afraid. So we've still got some TPD TV names in here. But yes, who are Mike Ferris, Andy T2, Liam, Tom West, SWHBB Wales or Beers, Chisvids, Ethan Brown, Matthew, Chris Henderson, Scott Shirt Stirrer Seegers, Ben Sacconi, Johnny Bravo, Call of Booty, George Butler, Rob, hate to tell you, your dad is dead. Yorkshire! I don't know, that was a really bad accent. And Jenny Tulwarts. Thank you, you massive, massive legends. I promise to tell you next time we record so you can change your name again. I forgot. It just blew my mind. Just
blew my mind.
Skipped my mind. Just not skipped. Anyway, left my mind. If anybody wants to join the Patreon, you can do. You can find the link tree in the episode description. We've got various tiers. If you join at £3, we'll say a huge thank you to you in the next episode. If you join at £5 or more, we'll say a huge thank you to you in every episode, like I've just done. But you also get a load of goodies as well. And every now and then we do something extra for you as well. Every now and then we have something coming soon, but it could be an episode, an extra episode or something. But yeah. So yes, we have to go. So it was a goodbye from Simon.
Goodbye, y'all.
And a goodbye from me. Goodbye.